So this scramble, it's pretty nice for white and yellow, but for this, this would probably start with yellow. So what I would do, so you have this here, so I want to preserve this, and you have this one move bar, which is nice. So I start by doing U prime, and then inserting so that it prepares these two up. Then I bring this up to solve with this, and insert that, which then sets these two up nice. So then just insert like that. And then for white, insert this bar, or insert this piece to make a bar. And then you have these two, like this. And then the last pieces are like that. Right here, you can see the white-green crossheads pretty easily, so I'd start with that. So solve it like that. Next you have the blue-white, so move that up and solve like that. And then you have orange-white easy, so like that. Then from here, you kind of have a lot of options because there's a lot of bars here. Usually I just look at the front two and see which one is better, and in this case it's red, so I'd solve red by solving the bar like that, and then making this bar, rotating up, and solving that, and then pair these up, and then pair these up, and then the last bar just like this. And I remember that this bar was in this position here, so before going back up, I'd insert like this, and then just the last bar like that, and then last cross edge like that. The first edge I see is yellow-red, so insert this piece, and then this one. And then you have orange-yellow, so solve those two, and then insert the last piece like this. And here I'd rotate because you have these, which also sets up the yellow-blue really nice. So insert like that, and then insert with F moves to make the last one, and then just insert into the back. And here you can see when you slice back that this edge is going to be solved, so you're going to skip an edge. So you do the com, and then solve. I'd solve this one because from here this is the first one I see. So solve like that. And from here you can see that these two aren't going to match up, so it's going to be no parity. So you can just do like a wide U3, and then flip, then go back, and then you're done with edges. And then just 3x3 stage. So the scramble is pretty good also for yellow. You have these pieces all right here. And the last bar is also pretty easy to track because you have these two and then this here. So start by moving this piece down and then moving these over to be inserted like this. And then pair these two up and then pair this one up. Here, insert this with the U2 to make the little T. And then insert this piece, and this bar is solved, so. And then from here, you have orange-white, so solve like that. And then from here, you can see this white-blue piece and this one here, so you can solve that first. And then this piece also gets moved over, so solve like that. And then next you have white-red, so move that down, and then the last piece is right here. Here I'd probably start with blue. I did see this piece here before I rotated down, so I'd solve it like that, and then put this one, and then solve the last bar. Next is red, so solve the 2x3 like that, and then the last bar like that. And then here I'd probably do orange, so you insert this, and then pair these two up, and then solve it like that. It's a pretty inefficient way to do that, but that's just like the first thing that comes to mind for me. And then last cross edge, move this piece over and insert this. And I can see this piece here gets moved over, and then you have these two pieces here. So I'd start with that. So rotate over, replace this here, and then put the last piece. And then you have the blue-yellow center, or blue-yellow edge. So insert like that, and then flip this like that. Then you have the next piece back here. So you insert like that. And then the orange blue. And then you do comb, and then from here, I see these two, and I see this, so that's the first edge I'll do. So I insert this. And from here, I also see this and this. So I know from here, that's the next edge I'll do. So insert like that. And from here, this is kind of just from experience, but you can tell that there's no parity because this piece is going to end up here with the blue sticker right here. So you're just going to end up with slice, flip, slice. Sorry, like this. And then just 3x3 stage. So the scramble is very easy for yellow. So you have this pre-made bar there, and you have this 2x1 with this. So I'll start with these two, and this piece here and this one here would be the next bar. So solve like this, and then I pair these two up, and then bring this up to slice over like that, and then just bring it down. Then I rotate, insert this like this to make this 2x1, and then pair these up. You get a free cross edge like this. So pair up the last bar like that, and then insert. And you get an easy edge like this too, I guess. So I actually wouldn't do this first here. I'd solve the green first, so like this. And then you can just insert the red. And then orange is also very easy. Move this down, and then move this over and pair up like that. Then from here, I do the orange center by moving this down and then pairing these up. The last bar, I'd solve like this, pair those up, and pair it up like that. And from here, I do a U2 to bring this down. And then pair these up like this. And then the last bar like that. And then for last two centers, pair these up like this. And then move this over and solve like that. Last cross edge, you have these two and this. And then you could also see the green red. So I'd start with that first. So move these up and then solve like this and insert. And then you have green red like that. Then you could do red blue by inserting this. And when you insert this, you could also see these pieces here, which are easy. So insert this and then rotate here, solve that. From here, you can do yellow, orange. You have these two here and this here. So insert and then pair that up and then slice. And then for last four edges, I'd start with this. So I'd do the comb and I'd insert and then insert this piece. And then from here, I'd slice here, and then this piece is gonna get moved down. So you can kind of like cancel into it like that. And then slice, and then I don't know this exact dog, so I'd flip like this to set up this last two edges case. And then just 3x3 stage.